Guys, so it's the final countdown. This is the kind of final run through of this before we start making music tomorrow. I'm gonna start putting out music. I'm gonna start putting out jams, like little songs that you make up. They don't even have to be songs, they'll be 30-second guitar things and with programmed drums. I'm just gonna play everything myself, and I'll video it and go through how it's happening. So just so you can refer back to this, um, I ended up selling some stuff. I sold a Royer, or I traded a Royer for the Golden, which is the UA reverb, and I ended up getting the El Capistan. So this is like my pedal board, and real quick, like right now I'm running these two amps in stereo and doing like a stereo effects loop between the Mesa and the Matchless. And it's basically the Mobius, the Strymon, three H9s, and the Golden. And it's cool, man. The H9 delays are nice. They're nice, but I like the Memory Man better and the digital delay than the tape. And the tape is like, that's the stuff, man. And this is like a whole other level. So yeah. And then over here I've got like overdrives. I've got OCD, an 808, and a Meunier, which is like a Klon. And then I had an SD1, and I ended up putting back this. This is the early bird. This is by a company called Keysman. They made this for me a long time ago. They I don't know if they're still a company, but they were from North Carolina, and my guitar tech worked for them. And it's like some blues breaker. Like it's just like it's not a clean boost. It's kind of a little, I don't know what it is. It's just an old like kind of 60s style boost, but it's kind of dark and it's kind of thick. And I just think that thing sounds so killer. And the guy brought it over, and I called the owner of the company. I'm like, I don't want this to leave. Can I just have this and I'll buy it? And he said, oh yeah. So I've had this for a long time. It's called an early bird. I don't know if the company's around anymore. They're called Keysman, but very nice pedal. And you're going to get to see it in action on some of these new tracks that we're working on. And then, EQ and a compressor. And then this is the other new thing, which is the Earthquaker Devices Hoof Reaper. This is a fuzz and an octave fuzz, and it's really awesome. So anyway, so this is the rig, right? And we're gonna be doing some experimenting with more cleaner stuff with the Marshall. I got like all kinds of like fresh ideas, but we're gonna be doing all this stuff within now the framework of like writing songs, recording songs, and yeah. And then I've got the iPad that runs the H9s, and then in here I ended up pulling the Bogner cabinet, and the Bogner cabinet is really cool. It was just having two sets of cabs here just was too many. It was just too much stuff. I couldn't breathe, and mic stands were coming over onto the guitars. So basically that's got greenbacks. That's an open back. I love that cabinet. That's a Matchless, which is a greenback, and a Heritage. And then there's a Mesa 412 with, Mesa Vintage 30s. Got my Strat there with 11s, with the action up, working on slide, and then guitars and basses and all that. But this is what we're going to be doing is we are going to be recording, and I'm just going to write a little tune, come up with an idea, maybe even just one or two parts. And, just kind of like, kind of inspired from kind of like what Rabia does, or like Pete Thorne or whatever, where they're just making these little jams. They're doing it, it's more to demonstrate equipment. This is just really, I'm just doing it because I just need to start making some music. And I started on this journey about a year and a half ago, and I ended up getting a publishing deal, which was cool. But then all of a sudden, I was making, I don't know, then it was all this pressure, and Then it was getting distributional, and it was cool. But like, I just want to do this, and I just want to have fun with it, I don't want to have to like do anything specific or please anyone. I just want to do it. So um, I ended up pulling the Gentle X. I got them up for sale. I got a set of Adam A77 X's, which have been bumping in here for the last week and a half, kind of breaking them in. They're used, but I don't think the guy used them much. And anyway, that's it. So that's kind of the setup. I've still got, this the Axe effects I use, but I have this one thing that I've been working on, dialing in this pedal board with all this stuff in the effects loop, all the time based and modulation and reverb. So I've got this like little dun, dun, dun thing that I've been playing. So that's where I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna have a little fun with it, and yeah, that's the jam. So, but this is, I think, this is really where I'm at. And as far as like the thing is, the Eventides really sound amazing. They sound big and euphoric. The Mobius on some of the patches is not quite as like it doesn't like blow your mind sound wise the same way, but some of the sounds are cool, and some of the sounds to me are cooler. And the fact that I don't want to say it's smaller sounding, but there's like a little bit more of a flatness to it. I think could be cool in a track, so that's kind of the concept of this. So with the H9s, I can do, any kind of modulation, or, I can do reverbs, I can do delays, I can do stereo delays and ping pong. Then, this UA pedal, this thing sounds incredible. Other than the fact that the knobs are terrible and you can't see anything. I had to put little stickers on everything because I'm blind. But yeah, this is like gold on beige on gold. Yeah, I need to talk to UA about that. No, I'm just kidding. But this is an incredible reverb. I'm not a big spring reverb, but the spring is really nice. And the plate is killer, and the 224 is killer. And I registered it and got the fourth algorithm. But there it is. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Got the volume pedal. Like, we can get jiggy with it. Got an expression pedal for the H9s. I've got an expression pedal that'll work with any of the Strymon stuff, and I've got an expression pedal for the fractal. So yeah, today is really honestly the first day I am up and around. I took a shower this morning, and I have been so sick. I literally, it's funny. I've told my wife, it doesn't even feel like I've been sick. It literally feels like I've been poisoned. And I don't know, I don't know, man. Just like the taste in my mouth just tastes like poison, man. I don't know. It's just some kind of virus or whatever. But yeah, it was like so scary for a few days. It's like, wow, is this it? Like, am I never gonna feel? Is this it? Like, am I gonna just feel like this forever? Because it was very weird, and I went to see a bunch of doctors, and everything came back negative. No, everything was fine. I did a full blood panel. I did 2 rounds of steroids. I think that they started to get to me, and I finished the Z-Pack today. So, but anyway, there you go. I'm really excited. I have been really, really bedridden, so this will be fun. Tomorrow, I've got to organize some piano parts for a record I'm doing, and import some drums, and then I'm gonna make a little jam. And I don't know what I'm gonna call this whole process, but it's gonna be going down. Like, this is it. This is like, there it is, man. That's the rig. So from here on out, it's all gonna be, anything will be explained during the recording. So yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Peace.